And welcome to episode 824 of Hard Factor. It is Monday, November 29th, 2021. Thank you for cheating on the news with us. We got Mark, Pat, Wes, and I'm Will. Full house of hosts today to wish you a happy Hanukkah. And
That's
also,
right.
Happy Hanukkah.
Did you guys have a good break? Good break. We've been a little break.
Gained about 10 pounds probably. Yeah. Yes. Great break.
It was good in the way that it was like really stressful and like like challenging.
Traveling with the baby, huh?
Yeah, we got sick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know you got sick too.
Yeah.
And you travel with the baby. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
Just as a break, not much of a break. You know what I mean?
Pat, I had Thanksgiving together. That was nice.
Yeah. Mark left all of his leftovers here that I've just been crushing.
That was rude of Mark. He wants Wes to gain all the weight.
No, time out. No. What we did at my house is we made double the portion, so we already had our leftovers before we went over to Wes's.
Oh wow! Everybody, it was. You guys had your own leftovers beforehand.
Yes.
Yeah, it's been great.
So everything was left at Wes's because we already. Yeah.
Sounds indulgent. Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Little pat on my own back. I made a bunch of sandwiches. Took them up to the homeless shelter. Passed those out.
Nice.
Little leftover ham sandwiches.
Hell yeah, Wes. Did you make your son do it with you?
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason really to do it, right?
Did they?
Karma too.
Were they like last time where they were like, "Where's the mayonnaise?"
Well, I made ham and mustard sandwiches, and I made turkey and mayonnaise sandwiches.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you put cranberry on those sandwiches?
We didn't have any cranberry at all this weekend.
What?
Nope.
Oh no.
I wasn't going to bring it. Mark was well aware there was going to be no cranberry here from the way I've been talking. And he didn't bring any either. So
I've been loving the cranberry on the leftover sandwiches.
Wes, I gotta ask you.
Worse, we bought cranberry, and my wife and I were gonna make it on Friday. And we just didn't. So
you got that?
Is this just sitting in the can?
Yeah, it's just cranberries. We're gonna I just have cranberries in the house.
Oh, you're gonna do the real deal.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you use your kitchen table? You got that big kitchen table, Wes.
Yes.
Did you use it to eat at?
No, we used it as the buffet. And we all sat in the family room, and then we played kids. Kids against maturity. It's like apples to apples or Cards Against Humanity for kids. It was fun. Mark took the win.
Nice.
That's right.
Mark's on a winning streak right now in all these games, trivia, and whatnot.
Well, no. I mean, I feel bad, but I don't I don't want to win everything because it's like rude. But then, what am I supposed to not try? I don't know.
Mark, I was like looking over my son's shoulder. He was talking to his mom online, chatting, and I saw that he was talking shit about you, like that you showed no mercy and won the game and won the game.
Beat up on a child.
I won it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, exactly. He was complaining about how you dominated.
Boy, learned a lot of lessons this weekend.
Oh man!
So Pat, what kind of sickness did you get on your?
We got hand, foot, and mouth.
Wow,
big time, and then some sort of illness that's like a cough, flu situation.
Not COVID though.
Don't know. Just
you haven't tested?
Got to go get a test tomorrow. Just hanging out. So
wow.
So you didn't test, so you could fly home. Just
no, I didn't feel bad until today, pretty much this morning.
Yeah.
Let me rephrase. Will, you look like you're in an interesting setup.
Oh yeah. No, I caught COVID over the break. Yeah, I caught COVID. Probably sound a little different because I'm in my COVID isolation chamber at my brother-in-law's house in Leander, Texas. So I'm like right just down the road from Mark and Wes, but cannot see anybody, not even the people inside this house.
You're like sloth.
We can wave to you from the window.
Yeah, you can do
your
that.
Little TV back there.
You can come and taunt me. Yeah, you guys can watch the Ravens game at least because I got this nice little setup. My brother-in-law's house is very nice. It was a good place to catch COVID.
Been like over there, Will.
Well, it's great. I mean, the problem with catching COVID though is that you lose your sense of smell on Thanksgiving, and then you can only taste the leftover sandwiches. You can't smell the delicious smells, but still, the cranberry has tasted good.
So, are they like knocking on the door and like leaving you food, or like how? So, like you text them and they leave you like a tray.
You have a bell.
Yeah. I mean, basically, like, it's like they just drop it off.
You open the door and you're like, "Hey,
Right. I'm like, hold on, let me put the mask on. Hold on. Let me put the mask. Okay, you can bring the food in.
Do you have checkpoints during the day, like mental health checkpoints where you get to see other people?
No, you guys are the first guys I've talked to, pretty much. Like 3 days here.
Are you complaining about the food? Like if they bring you the food like the way you don't like it, are you able to give feedback or?
No, I mean, no, yeah, my wife's bringing it, so it's been fantastic the whole time.
And when you're done with it, you put it outside like a hotel, like for like the.
No. You know what I did? I ordered myself a trash bag from Walgreens with all my new tests, all my new COVID tests, and a little nasal spray. We'll get into it. I'm going to cover the new COVID variant, guys, later. So
we're back. So we're all back. We're all back.
Yes.
Half of us are very sick, but we're back. Who's doing the news today? Wes?
And technically, I shouldn't be back because we didn't hit 50K by the time.
Damn.
At Heart Factor News, Instagram. Come on.
Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think that not hitting 50K has anything to do with you catching COVID too? It seems like it's possible.
Think that it's possible that's the reason I caught it. It's kind of freaky. Nobody else at this house caught it, just me. So I don't know. You draw your own conclusions.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, yeah, we'll talk more about the variant, the new deadly variant that's going to kill us all later. But let's get into it, okay?
Yeah, cup of coffee in the big time.
All right. So yeah, we're over the weekend. Did you guys take advantage of any Black Friday sales?
No, I looked at some TVs, but no.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little bit. I did a tiny bit of shopping, but not really Black Friday. I wouldn't say I took advantage of any good deals. No.
Right. Okay. Well, just right at the top, our Black Friday sale is still going on. Go to store.heartfactor.com. It ends tonight at midnight Eastern. So if you want to take advantage of 20% off, code is Black Friday 20. Store.heartfactor.20. 'Tis the season. Merch is now available. Lots of holiday stuff in there. Support the boys. Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, all that stuff, right? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Yes.
All right. Let's get into it. Fun fact is
this
about
season. The shirts look badass too. The sweaters.
Yeah, I got my sweater on the way. Fun fact about Black Friday: the average person spends $380.95 on Black Friday sales. So I don't know how you guys did. Did you spend enough?
No.
Or no?
No. Okay. Zero. I actually bought my wife a gift at full price.
Well, if you count all the COVID stuff, like COVID tests and whatnot, I probably did.
Yeah, but were those on sale? This has to be like stuff on sale.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bought 0 things on sale. Yeah.
Yeah. I went to see the new Ghostbusters movie at the mall on purpose, so we could walk around, get some Christmas cheer, feel the cheer of the mall. And I'd been wanting a new brown leather jacket, and my lady bought me a brand new brown leather jacket early Christmas present because it was on sale Black Friday, 50% off. So I'm pretty excited about it. I've been wearing it around the house.
You feel cool? Is it like that?
It's fucking, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Does it have like a?
I can't wait to fit in it.
Oh, is it a little snug?
Yeah, it is.
Is it like a thick leather or like a thin
No,
leather?
it's pretty thick. It's nice. It's from Lucky. It's Lucky brand. It's a nice. It's got like the button kind of collar deal.
Does your dick feel bigger in it?
It does. It absolutely does. But I had to get the double XL. Almost went XL, and because I was gonna try to force myself to lose a bunch of weight, but that would have been a terrible idea because I can barely fit in the double X. The double XL won't zip right. Barely zips right now.
You'll wear that jacket in 2026.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So,
well, it's going to encourage you to just get barely inside this current one, right? So
exactly.
You just shed 10. It's an attainable goal.
Exactly. I'll post a picture so everyone can get hard on that.
How was the Ghostbusters?
It was good. It was a little long. I didn't give it as high marks as everyone else seems to be giving it, but it was entertaining.
Which one is it?
It's the Afterlife. Yeah, Paul Rudd.
The kid from Stranger Things. They inherit they inherit one of the original Ghost members, farms, and unleash Ghost in the farm town.
Yeah.
And then potentially all of the old Ghostbusters that are alive show up.
Ghostbusters Kids Edition.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, some good graphics and stuff, but it was a little long and slow in the beginning, if you ask me. All right, let's get into the holidays. And, we sometimes see these holidays are passive aggressive for each other. And this one probably takes the cake because it is International Day of Solidarity with Palestinian people today. And it's also the start of Hanukkah. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. It's also Cyber Monday, of course. Customer is wrong day. So don't give anyone any shit today or you're going to be in trouble.
Customer is wrong day on like Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I guess
they don't got time.
Yeah.
They don't got time for your bullshit today.
They dealt with it all fucking weekend, so now it's over. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
National Chocolates Day, National Lemon Cream Pie Day. So some good ones, but be sure that you have some solidarity with the Palestinian people on Hanukkah, okay?
Wow.
Yeah, well, back to that. Do you cover the Bobert stuff at all?
No.
Did you see what she did?
Oh, the backpack joke?
Yeah, the backpack joke.
About Elon Omar.
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, those two. Yeah,
she said like Elon Omar in a backpack is something you don't want to see, basically, because she has a bomb in it.
She made a joke that she didn't have a backpack in the elevator, so she was okay. Yeah. I don't. Jesus. The thing about Bober and Omar and like everybody's always like back and forth, like, oh, this one said this dumbass thing, and then this one said this dumbass thing. Like, why can't people just agree they're both the kind of dumbasses?
They're all pain in the ass dumbasses.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
they're all ridiculous.
Like those two, I don't understand.
Omar,
I don't
Bobert,
understand the feuds of like the back and forth.
Act
like why
adults.
None of them are like the best people on planet Earth.
No.
Yet people want to like make it out to be that way if they like agree with their take that day.
They could both be annoying.
Yeah.
Bobert apologized because she kind of had to, and she was like, "I'd like to like meet with Omar and like work with her across the aisle." And Omar's like, "Fuck you."
She's like, "Stop calling me a terrorist."
Yeah.
They're both maniacs.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because Omar,
a couple of backpacking toting idiots.
They're crazy.
Yeah, Bobert and her.
Okay, let's move on to On This Day in History. In 1877, Thomas Edison changed the world and the music industry forever by demonstrating his first hand-cranked phonograph for the first time.
What a beast he was.
Yeah, he invented a lot of stuff. And then 1887, the U.S. received the rights to Pearl Harbor in Oahu. And then in 1898, we liked it so much, we took the whole damn thing. So, bad.
And that's the end of Pearl Harbor.
That's the end of Pearl Harbor, yeah.
Nothing else happened.
1890, the first Army versus Navy football game, and Navy absolutely trounced Army 24-0 at West Point. So, you didn't expect that, but that's what happened.
Yeah. What was the all-time record on that game?
I have no idea.
Anybody know?
Over head-to-head? I'll Google it. Keep going. Yeah. Army versus Navy head-to-head.
And Navy's got to be crushing that, right?
I'm not sure. No. Oh, yeah, probably.
Overall? Yeah.
And then...
I got it. Navy is leading 61 wins, 53 losses, and 7 ties. So not that bad. 61 to 53 and 7. It's a toss-up. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. In 1987, Joe Montana of my team, the San Francisco 49ers, he set a NFL record of 22 consecutive passes. And you guys know who the current record is held by and how many?
Phillip Rivers, 25 is my guess.
Okay. There's 3 guys.
Oh, shit.
Of that have like just passes in a row, 25?
Yeah, 25 consecutive.
Oh, I think Nick Foles. Nick Foles is one of them.
Tom Brady?
I think Nick Foles is one of them.
Okay. Mark's got 2 of them. You're missing 1.
Phillip Rivers, Nick Foles. Oh, shit. I don't know.
Ryan Tannehill.
Okay, so I wouldn't have got
An efficient quarterback. Truly.
Was it 25?
25, yeah, all
nice.
25. Yep, very good.
That stat proves that doesn't really mean that much.
No, it just proves I'm on a winning streak.
Yeah, no, great guess. Trivia winning streak continues.
Yeah. Let's get on to the honorable mentions. Number 1, Virgil Abloh, a famed Illinois-born fashion designer who founded the Off-White label and became men's artistic director at Louis Vuitton. He died of cancer at the age of 41. There he is. So fashion taking a big hit, over the weekend.
Apparently he was a legend and he pulled a Norm Macdonald and didn't tell anyone about the cancer. Yeah.
Oh, man. Stinks.
Also, the Jews are celebrating Hanukkah / Chanukah a little too early this year, if you ask me. But the
November.
Yeah, November. It does seem like it's a little early, right? Because like
it's
think
way
December.
Early.
Yeah.
But
this is like when Mardi Gras is in February. Like it.
That happens?
Right. Oh. Yeah, it does.
So, but the Hebrew calendar determines when Hanukkah is celebrated, not the Gregorian calendar, which is why the date changes from year to year. So this year it's sundown on November 28th to sundown on December 6th. And it often, it usually falls around Christmas, but the two have nothing in common. And prior to popular belief, the Jews did not kill Jesus. That's a myth that racist people tell everyone. It was actually those dirty Romans who did Jesus in. So let's clear that up right now. It wasn't the Jews, it was the Romans. Okay.
Oh, thanks, Wes.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Did they work together or what was
I don't know, something about Pontius Pilate or something. I don't know. Yeah, not really sure.
Yeah, but there was a meal.
Yeah,
seems to be a point of contention. I mean, because Mel Gibson really seems to think like otherwise, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
big point of contention out there in the world.
Hey, it's Hanukkah.
Yeah, it's Hanukkah, and we love Jewish people.
Jesus was Jewish, right? So
yeah,
that's right. So happy Hanukkah, everyone. And tis the season is also for you. It's an all-inclusive, holiday.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Don't watch Daddy's Home or Daddy's Home 2. Don't watch Daddy's Home 2 today.
I mean, Mel Gibson.
That's a Christmas movie with Mel Gibson.
Don't give him any business
today. Daddy's Home 2. Skip it. Yeah. Skip it this week.
He's a monster.
Yeah.
And another one, Lindsay Lohan is off the market as the actress took to Instagram to announce her engagement to some finance schmo, Badar Shamas, on Sunday morning. Yeah, here's a few pictures of the lovely couple. Lindsay's not really showing anything we really care about, just a diamond ring. Mm-hmm. But they look happy, so good for her. She's had a rough go of things. So good for her.
Yeah, I saw a thing recently that showed like, hey, everyone, all like 90s kids that grew up in the 90s and like everything's okay. Paris Hilton is happy and she's married. Britney Spears is freed. And Lindsay Lohan's starring in some new movie where she looks like she's getting her life back together. So like all the big actresses like that we grew up on are like doing good again. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Apparently that guy earned his degree from University of South Florida. So I guess there's a connection there somehow.
Well, I can relate.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's get to the top trends, guys. Number 3, we've been talking about Black Friday, but there was a death in Houston, an actual death over Black Friday at a Best Buy parking lot, and the man has died. So it happened on Richmond Avenue in the Galleria area, which is an extremely popular shopping area in Houston, about 6:05 p.m. And I guess what happened is witnesses says that there was an altercation in the Best Buy parking lot. Mark and I worked at Best Buy during the holidays, and there are a lot of altercations in a Best Buy parking lot during the holidays because people fight over spots.
Well, spot fighting. What's the craziest one you've seen though in person?
I've seen people like block people in, and then just get in their faces. We're talking about Reston, Virginia here. So it was pretty tame, and there was always cops around because, this is like Norman Rockwell area.
We were in a nice area.
I do remember all the spats over the parking spots though. People just cursing each other out, lots of middle fingers. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There wasn't a great parking lot. You had to go around the corner.
Oh, it was tiny.
Was the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. The worst thing I saw at that Best Buy was the security guy at that Best Buy was like in his early 20s and maybe 100 pounds soaking wet, and he thought he was a cool guy. So like he was like super aggressive and like, but he was such a little dweeb. So his thing was anytime anyone shoplifted, especially someone that worked there, he would have the cops cuff them and then he would walk them around the store and parade them around in front of everyone.
Wow.
Yeah, he paraded them around every department. Yeah.
I saw when I was working there, I saw our guy. He was like a real hardo, and he slammed a customer in between the two doors. It wasn't allowed. He slammed him and held him till the cops came, and I think he got fired.
Best Buy's like that's way too much liability, guy.
Yeah, remember Dana White sent that lady who tackled someone, the Best Buy lady tackled.
Oh, that's right.
And she got like a free trip to buy.
Too bad the guy at your store didn't get that shit.
Right.
Anyway, I guess that witnesses saw the two men arguing, I guess maybe about who was going to get the better deal on the TV. And then one guy punched the other and then pulled out a knife and stabbed him right there in the parking lot. And he died at the hospital. So,
okay.
Keep your heads on out there, guys. There's deals for everyone, right?
Yes, he got the TV.
He got the TV. He's going to have a small TV now.
Yeah.
Wes, speaking of San Francisco from your last one, did you see that the Nordstrom's stuff just continued all through the break?
Really? Yeah, I was hoping you'd bring
more
that
mob,
up.
just more mob robbery.
Was it the same Nordstrom or just
no? I think now they're going to LA too. Like it's all over the state now.
They're organizing these criminals. They're meeting up somewhere online. Clearly. It's like a telegram.
They are very organized. I gotta be honest with you. I was in Nordstrom, and we were just walking around, and I was like secretly hoping that I would see just a man.
This is a ski mask.
I didn't want anyone to get hurt, but I wanted to see 80 people come in there and just steal shoes and
it would be cool.
Whatever they wanted.
You're recommending the expensive items. You're like, there's some good stuff over here, sir.
Yeah.
Too bad you're in Texas. They wouldn't. Yeah.
Oh no, they'd be shot on the spot in Texas.
Everyone would be shooting.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Number 2, got to do some football.
Yeah, everyone's shooting. Like after it's just a shootout.
Yeah. No, you're an idiot if you try to do that in Texas. Austin, maybe you can get away with it. Got to do some football because it was, of course, trending all weekend with big games in the college and NFL. But this one is great. So you guys know Sebastian Maniscalco,
comedian.
Comedian. I got a picture of him. Here he is.
Italian guy.
Yeah, he's real animated. He's like does a lot of physical comedy on stage.
That guy,
yeah. His stuff's pretty good. He was a man on Stern before. I like him.
I think he's funny.
Yeah, he is funny. So he was the celebrity guest picker for Saturday's edition of ESPN's College Gameday. And like me, Sebastian admitted that he knows nothing about college football. And he just set the real sports guys' asses on fire when he picked. I'm just going to show you the clip here.
Yes, please do.
Talked a lot about Bedlam, Oklahoma State. Who wins?
Oh, I'm going with the Pokes. I like their defense. We're still not sure about the offense with Oklahoma with their quarterback situation. I'm going with the Pokes. Go Cowboys.
I'm going with Texas Tech. They offered me a scholarship for engineering. I turned them down and went into stand-up comedy, so I'm going to go to Texas Tech. I thought we were talking about...
We skipped that game. He's going to Texas Tech. Just to let you know.
I can't do nothing in this thing.
Neither can I.
You still hear the music, right?
You still got the music. Oklahoma State. You still got the music.
A scholarship, and I turned them down, so I'm going with Oklahoma.
Good one.
Oklahoma.
There you go. So, nice. He accidentally picked Texas Tech to win a game that they weren't even playing in, and that set off people all over the internet. I've got some comments.
Oh, no. People were mad that he was like the guest picker. And
people were very mad.
He doesn't know football.
Like this guy, Mr. True said,
Sebastian.
Mr. True says probably has to deal with Disney. Will appear in something soon as annoying guy who gets killed. This never heard of him. Is he on some ABC show that sucks, but they're pushing? They could have just picked a homeless wino off the streets, given him a jug of Ripple, a bag of donuts, and $8.
Mm-hmm. To be fair, I barely know who this guy is. I mean, so that one seems like kind of fair.
He became super famous recently. He's like the number 2 earning comedian the past several years, though. He's
been on like Comedians Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld.
No, I know. I've seen a couple of his specials. I know he's put out.
If you're not into comedy,
years.
Right.
He hasn't been around for like decades successfully. So like if you're not into comedy,
he doesn't have a big show yet.
That's pretty fair though. Not everybody knows who this guy is.
Correct.
Right. Not everyone. Right.
And obviously the Venn diagram of people that are super hardos on the college football and him.
They don't. No. They don't.
Yeah.
This last one, Sebastian Maniscalco is the least funny person you know's favorite comedian.
Damn.
Ouch. I mean, after seeing some of his specials, I'm not gonna lie. He's not necessarily my cup of tea. So
okay. Yeah, he's not a lot of people's cup of tea. He's very animated, very kind of goofy. I like him too. I think
would have been on the cast of Mad TV.
No, he's way funnier.
Come on, that's insulting. That's insulting.
He's way funnier than that.
You know what Pat thinks about Mad TV.
That's very insulting. Mad TV does suck, but that's a little low.
Low.
We're talking about a professional comedian here, Pat. Who makes his living doing
He sells out Madison Square Garden.
He does. He sure does. Check out his last Madison Square Garden special.
There's always some guy that sells out Madison Square Garden.
He did 3 last year, actually. So
well, he's like the Dice Man, but cleaner. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All right. Number 1 or
the cream of the crop.
The metaverse. Okay, the metaverse is the future, and some recent sales for virtual pretend land are proving that. recently 3 huge sales for plots of digital land are making waves. I have no idea how to buy land in the metaverse, but I assume that you can just make more of it, or you can just go in and kill everyone if you want their land at a later date.
Oh, you noob. You think it's that easy?
I'm not sure how it works.
I think it's that easy, you noob.
It's got to be pretty much.
It sounds like it. Can we just start our own land in there?
Yeah.
No, you can't. Okay, I mean,
you can make some more. Yeah.
You can get in there and buy plots, but no,
we don't need to buy plots, right?
Who makes the plots though? They can make more plots,
developer.
Right?
Yeah, developer makes.
Yeah, they
plots.
can develop.
They can make more.
Plots.
They can easily make more.
Right.
Couldn't
it's
they
not
clone,
like an actual home.
Couldn't they clone one of these expensive
like
plots?
Physical restrictions.
Yeah. People are going to be hacking in there and making their own plots.
Yeah.
I'm going to play a little video for you guys. No sound. So over the weekend, a group from tokens.com bought a piece of land for $2.4 million.
No, a piece of digital land.
Digital land. Sorry, digital land. Piece of fake land, which is, of course, is fluctuating in value depending on the value of mana coins, which is the native currency in the Decentraland metaverse. And the group bought the land in the highly sought after Fashion Street area of the metaverse, which I'm showing you guys right now. It basically looks like like downtown Tokyo or something.
It's like being in Tokyo.
Yeah.
Which metaverse is this again?
This is Decentraland. This is the one that took off after Facebook announced that they were going to be named Meta. It's like one of the most developed metaverses out there right now. This looks
like PlayStation 1's version of Tokyo. This is embarrassing.
Yeah. So they're going to be.
Can we do better than Fashion Street as well?
Yeah.
For the fashion district, can we do better? I mean, can we make it like a 4-year-old didn't name the fashion district?
So how do you get into Decentraland?
Fashion Street with a fashion. Literally go to decentraland.com or IO and bam, you're in.
But like, can you do it on your Oculus headset? Like, what's the point of just doing that on a computer?
Is this literally like another world where if they buy that part of Fashion Street, they're the landlords and they can charge people to have shops on Fashion Street?
Yes, absolutely. Well, so what they're doing, Mark,
this is ridiculous.
Is that they're going to host digital fashion events,
right,
and then sell virtual fake clothing for avatars that you can buy for your
that I love.
This is unreal.
I love that.
Literally quite by definition unreal.
Yeah.
So then you go to Decentraland just to buy these fake shoes.
Yes.
No, man.
For your avatar.
That's how you get in the biz.
Right.
You're not getting it.
No, I get it.
People create the fashion, the fake fashion, the digital fashion, then they sell it in Decentraland to people who are in Decentraland with their avatars.
This is literally like the game, the board game Monopoly, just like better digital.
No, it's literally like any video game ever, like any RPG,
any game where you buy something,
a fucking like a skin,
right?
And so now you just do it inside Decentraland.
Yep.
Right.
There's also
for what game? I like that's just the game of life. That now you have
it's just their metaverse. It's just their world. Yes.
The metaverse.
Well,
inside their world.
Let me give you an example. So we do this podcast, right? And you listen to this podcast on Apple Podcasts or YouTube or Spotify, right? What if to listen to this podcast you had to drive in the metaverse over to our podcast store that we have and come into the store and hear us doing the podcast?
That'd be a pain in the ass, is what it would be.
I mean, you could do that if you wanted to support the boys and do whatever's in that store that we're doing. But
or what if we got house strippers at our house in the metaverse and we said, "Come on, these girls
are
that's
not cool.
Real, and
but
they're
that's cool.
Down for whatever."
That's cool,
we're also
but that's different.
Have a Hive Island in the metaverse, but we're not going to spend $2 million to get it. We're not going to charge people.
We're not selling people fake shoes, are we?
No.
I mean, if it's lucrative, we probably will.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's true.
Right.
We have our own merch in there.
We will. 100%.
Yeah, so you're saying don't talk too much shit about this before we start doing it in 2 weeks.
You know what the hack's going to be, Will, is getting sun lamps. We need to sell sun lamps for the real world for people that go to our island in the metaverse.
So they're not so pale in the real world?
Well, so they can feel, really immerse themselves. Maybe like fans too.
We should start selling them like vitamins.
No, it's just when you visit the Hive Island, when you visit the Hive Island on the metaverse, the screen gets really bright, so you feel like you're in the sun.
That's true.
It's like Wes is making bird noises. Hear that? It's the ocean.
Also, another big sale that made waves was this virtual metaverse called the Sandbox. some guy bought a virtual fake mega yacht for $650,000 in the sandbox world. So people are buying them.
He's not an idiot. It's like hot potato. The last person to hold the potato is the idiot, honestly.
If he flips
True.
it,
If he flips it, So
he has a bunch of good times with that mega yacht. It's fake.
It's gonna be sweet.
Yeah.
Well, so if nerds can manage to get or even want wives in the near future, the arguments are going to be like, you spent how much on a digital purse, or you spent how much on a digital putter, or you spent how much on a digital blowjob. So more space for us in the real strip clubs and parks, right? I guess that's what's going on. Yeah. And that's that's today's cup of coffee in the big time, and that was brought to you by Black Buffalo. Okay. There are alternatives to everything these days, guys. Meat, stuff like that. But where are the high quality tobacco alternatives? Okay. If you're 21 years or over and you dip or chew tobacco pouches or long cut, you have to try this tobacco alternative called Black Buffalo. Okay. They sent us some. I got a little pouch right here. Let me see if I can do the old.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can barely.
It's like I'm outside of 7-Eleven.
Yeah. There you go. That's it. What makes Black Buffalo unique? Black Buffalo is everything you love about dipping, including pharmaceutical-grade nicotine, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. So it's dip literally made from edible green leaves and food-grade ingredients with the same flavors, texture, aroma, pack, and nicotine as traditional tobacco products. No compromise required. They produce a variety of flavors like wintergreen, mint, straight, peach, and even blood orange. They sell their products at blackbuffalo.com. It's available in both long cut and pouches, as well as nicotine-free versions called Zero. Okay, it was born in the Midwest, raised in the South. Black Buffalo proudly manufactures their products in the United States. Black Buffalo's founders looked high and low for tobacco alternatives across the U.S. and even overseas, but nothing delivered the same satisfaction or high quality they were looking for, so they decided to make their own. Don't just take my word for it. Black Buffalo's quality. They were 2021's Best New Product winner at the CSP Awards and C-Store Decisions Hot New Products Award winner for 2021. I guess that's a big tobacco, conference, whatever. So they're high up there. I tried out Black Buffalo, and what I really loved about the product was different flavors they have. I mentioned the peach flavor. I personally like it a lot. Nice alternative to the traditional flavors that you usually get in traditional
delicious juicy lips.
It's amazing. So if you're one of the 10 million people who are 21 plus and dip tobacco, consider making the switch to Black Buffalo. It's everything you love about dipping, just without the actual tobacco leaf or stem. Head to blackbuffalo.com and use promo code HARDFACTOR at checkout for 25% off your first order. That's the best offer you'll
discount.
Oh, it's huge.
Goodness.
That's blows our
25%.
Our 20% out of the water. Yeah. That's the best offer you'll find, but you have to use our code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. That's promo code HARDFACTOR for 25% off your first order. Warning, this product contains nicotine, and nicotine is an additive chemical. So there you go.
They got all the trimmings too. Long cut, pouches, regular. They got,
That's right. Yeah.
Straight.
Check it out.
Anything your heart desires. Delicious stuff. Try it out. All right, fellas, you probably heard over the weekend, but a new COVID variant dropped. So in case you hadn't heard, I'm going to catch you up on it. So
how could you not hear about this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everybody's heard about it. So not only am I podcasting in COVID isolation from a Texas guest room, there's also an entirely new COVID variant, like a whole new one, gripping the entire globe as well as we speak. The new variant is named Omicron. More on that later, why they named it that. It's replacing the MU variant as the latest, quote unquote, variant of concern with a Greek letter name, making it the 13th overall since Alpha. So the big ones have been Alpha and Delta so far. Now they say this Omicron is like the next Delta.
Omicron or Omicron. Omicron's a very aggressive name. It's they
sounds
picked
a lot
an
like Rich Homie Quan, the rapper.
To me, it sounds like the bad guy in Transformers type deal.
Who's that?
Decepticon?
Singer
Yeah,
Omarion.
Omarion. It's like a combo of Decepticon and Omarion.
Yeah. I'm dyslexic, so I was like, Omarion's back.
It's a giant. it's a giant aggressive R&B robot. Yeah.
I mean, that kind of reminds me of District 9. And speaking of District 9, this time the variant's from South Africa. So maybe we did just put it together why they call it Omicron. But no, I'll tell you why later. And so Beken's from South Africa. Of course, that means a lot of countries, including the United States, have banned travel from the following 7 countries: South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, Namibia, Lesotho, Eswatini, Mozambique, and Malawi. But the funny thing is
Sounds
that
racist,
these
Dan.
countries, yeah, well, I mean, they are 7 South African nations, Wes, so everybody's like, you can't fly here anymore. And the funny thing is that these countries are getting travel bans all over the place, but the Omicron variant has already been found in tons of unbanned countries, including the Netherlands, UK, and even our neighbors to the north, Canada. So surely this thing is already in the USA.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys think this is the one that I got right now, or do you think I'm dealing with Delta?
Potentially. I mean, the Omicron one, it sounds like, is the new Delta. So if you didn't get it, the next person that you hear that gets it in the US probably got it. Like it's the one that's gonna be everyone's getting, right? Like that's what it seems like.
Right. It's like the last wave was Delta. Now this next wave is going to be Omicron.
Everyone's going to have the Omicron one. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
I don't know.
But I hope you don't have it.
Yeah. Well, I wish I kind of hope I do, because I'd like to be on the cutting edge that have the Omicron, but also the Alpha would be badass.
First case would be cool. Yeah.
Alpha would be badass. Like if I had the original, and plus it's called Alpha, but
yeah,
they don't tell
Alpha's
you.
the new beta.
They don't tell you anymore, or they don't tell you at all.
Alpha.
I don't think they ever did tell you, unfortunately, when you get tested. Another funny. I was
going to ask you. So how do people know then? They do tracing.
I think after you they submit your positive result somewhere, then after that you'll never find out what you have.
Yeah.
Another funny wrinkle here is that President Biden, who issued this travel ban, had previously said that Trump's COVID travel bans against China and 6 other African nations in 2020 were quote unquote xenophobic. And here he is banning 7 South African nations who are literally begging not to be banned about 20 months later. So
yeah, their leaders are coming out being like, stop the banning of African nations. To Wes's joke earlier, I could see like all of a sudden just a shift, and they like pin everything on Africa. They're like, this is actually the original.
Well, yeah, that was something
I could see shit getting hairy for Africa.
That was something there was a big controversy too, because like everyone like the left was like, oh, mad because they were calling it the China virus or Chinese virus, and now everyone's referring to this one as the South African variant. So it's like, tisk.
I think it was more because they were like using that in synonymously with Kung flu.
Well, it also seems to be a little bit of seems to be a little bit of hypocrisy, because everybody's loving the travel bans when they're in office. If you're a U.S. citizen and you're traveling to one of those countries, you're allowed to come home for now. So
with
do
Omicron.
it if you can. Yeah, with Omicron.
Yeah.
Bring Omicron right on home.
Yeah.
So more on why they named it the new variant Omicron. The World Health Organization, or WHO, who the USA recently rejoined this year, I believe, names these variants of concern, decided to skip over 2 Greek letters in the alphabet: Nu, N-U, and G, X-I.
Ooh, I get G.
Deliberately.
Yeah, I get why they skipped over G.
They had to do 2 so it wouldn't look like they were just skipping G.
Yeah.
So they said that people would confuse NU with NEW, new, and you can't have new COVID, I guess.
Sure.
And then, of course, not to offend those with that such common surname Xi, like Premier, Chairman, Emperor for Life Xi of the People's Republic of China. Clearly they
didn't do Corona the same benefit when Corona sales were they were just dying.
Coronavirus, the original name.
Yeah,
also, Mark, think
what's
of all
next,
the
though,
fraternities and sororities that are being harmed by all these names. I
exactly.
mean, they don't seem to care at all.
No, good luck getting a mixer Omicron.
Right.
Wait, can you pull that graphic
Alpha,
up
Beta,
one more?
Omicron, you ain't getting shit this year.
I want to see is there anything next that's coming up? Pi, Rho, Sigma, Tau.
Nah,
Epsilon,
those are all.
Yeah.
See, they're just gonna offend the fuck out of all these, Greek people.
She might get skipped.
She might get skipped.
No, just G. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, anyhow, the scientists are largely saying that this new Omicron variant spreads faster than Delta and Alpha, but hopefully isn't as deadly as the other variants. And whatever I have has been very manageable. I'm vaccinated, so I think that that's probably helped keep it light. I tested very early. As soon as I lost my sense of smell, took a test, Got it from, over the counter at Walgreens. Boom. Knew I was COVID positive. Took the antibody infusion.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a little picture of that. I took the
Nice.
BAM antibody infusion. Really nice. Some nasal rinses. I'm feeling great.
Good. We're happy that you're not. That it didn't rock you, buddy. We're glad that you're feeling good.
Yes, thank you for the support, fellas. But I do wonder, when the hell they're going to tell us where this thing really came from, right?
I'm telling you, I think they're going to pin it on Africa.
Fauci. And whoever else that could tell us that. But hey, maybe we'll find that out soon. Maybe we're going to find out exactly who's been on Epstein Island. Since the Ghislaine Maxwell trial started today, right, guys? We're going to finally find the truth out. But all these things, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's a big conspiracy theory. Unleash Omicron. The Ghislaine Maxwell trial is about to start.
We might not find out the truth about any of that stuff, but you can get a plot of land on Fashion Street in the metaverse for $2 million.
Oh, just don't leave your house.
Yeah. Good. I was just kidding about wanting to find out the truth about stuff, anyways, fellas. Why would I want to know?
Well, question: when this first came out, they were saying that this might be vaccine resistant. Like it's
yeah. So this Omicron thing, like basically, from what I had read, like it developed in somebody that has like a compromised immune system, so that it can get around. It's easy to spread. Like it can catch on to anybody real easily. But the scientists are also saying that the symptoms are very mild compared to the other variant so far.
Yeah, it doesn't
spreads fast, but hopefully not
as
deadly.
Way more deadly, right? It doesn't seem. And I read some.
But you could catch it even if you had the vaccine. Like I'm vaccinated and I caught whatever variant I have. So.
I read that they're not sure, Wes, about the resistance to vaccines, and it's hopefully it's just not that deadly anyway. Yeah. So, but such is life with this fucking COVID.
Check out this big house I just bought on Mansion Street.
Oh wow!
How much?
Oh, it was a mansion on. So it was $1 million.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to come over?
Goodbye.
I guarantee you,
Decentraland?
I guarantee you, based on the age of our listeners, there's some people screaming about how I think it's Chi instead of Chi. We're mispronouncing all the Greek letters. Is my point.
Okay. Technically. Technically, they don't say XI. They do say it Chi in the Greek alphabet, but because it's spelled XI like G.
Right. I just know that there's people screaming. That's not how you pronounce it.
Get ahead of the comments.
Yeah.
I didn't get invited to any Omicron mixers though.
No. Okay. All right, guys. Look, it was an excellent Thanksgiving break for most of us. Sorry you got COVID, Will. Sorry that Pat, you got the hand, foot, and mouth and all the other body parts thing. But it's time to take a non-family trip, right? Pack your bags. Grab your passports because
it's time for the TikTok International Moment.
Nice.
It's a pleasure trip. First, let's head up to China while we're on the subject. You're not going to believe this, but there are new accusations about Hunter Biden taking money for influence. You're not going to believe it, right? This time, allegedly, I was waiting for gasps.
Every time you think it's the last one.
I didn't get any gasps. My bad. I thought you would be surprised. But this time allegedly from a CEO of a Chinese energy firm that offered him $10 million a year salary for 3 years and gifted him an $80,000 diamond that Hunter probably used to shave his cocaine rocks, right? Everyone knows diamonds are the toughest things around, but way tougher than a credit card. He's like, hand me that big ass diamond. It's time to shave this rock, baby.
Hand me that rock. I need to shave this rock.
Exactly. These allegations come in a new book from New York Post columnist Miranda Devine, which is aptly titled Laptop from Hell.
I mean, for who, really? Could be laptop from heaven if you're Hunter.
Right. Well,
because he's taking money from the Chinese?
No, because it was just everything on there is sick, right?
It
Drugs,
was
sex.
It was,
diamonds.
And then it became hell. Exactly, yeah. It was his baby, and then So Yi Jinming. He's a picture of Hunter and Yi Jinming. Yi Jinming is the chairman of CEFC China, and it's like this big ass company, and they wanted to expand their firm's global influence allegedly in an effort to become like Goldman Sachs, and that was taken directly from a WhatsApp message from Yi Jinmang, who said, "We want to become like Goldman Sachs." And that was found on the laptop. There was they basically got all of this information for the book and for the story from hundreds of emails and hundreds of WhatsApp messages that were found from the laptop. And I guess a couple other shady American guys talked to Yi Jinmang and was like, "Is that what you want to do? You want some more U.S. influence? I got just the guy for you, Hunter Biden and the Biden family." So they linked them up, and that's when the messaging started happening and the payments. Allegedly, there was a $6 million payment that went through to one of the guys that linked them up, and the U.S. Treasury flagged it as suspicious because it was a $6 million transaction from China to the U.S. Anyways, you have to read the book, I guess, and it looks like an interesting book. Here's the title. Here's the cover image. Laptop from hell. And it's Hunter Biden smoking a cigarette.
With the cig.
How'd they get that photo?
Man.
Laptop from hell, Wes.
It's from the laptop that was found at the computer shop in
Hunter Biden
Delaware
took
in
more
2019.
sig selfies than any person I've ever seen in my life.
Than
That guy's a
Wes.
sig selfie machine.
He took more sig selfies than Wes.
Yeah, I took when I was at my lowest. I took a lot of sig selfies.
Oh, it was like 10 a night. Yeah, and they were all like, the cigarettes all looked like this. They were all like already burnt to the end. It's like,
Right.
you want to try a new cigarette there? That one looks.
It's just a filter with an ember on it.
Yeah.
In my garage, just
Yeah, got a few of those. Anyways, so let's leave China and head over to the Philippines. Shout out Eric from the Philippines. 68-year-old Nehemias Chipada was celebrating his birthday recently at an amusement park. And, you know, age is just a number, am I right? Like, good for him. You want to go to an amusement park for your 68th birthday and have fun? Go for it. Problem is he had too much fun. In fact, he had so much fun, he was climbing through exhibits like the crocodile exhibit. He jumped the fence and went down into it. He climbed right down into the exhibit's pool with the crocodile to pose for the selfie because he thought it was a giant plastic crocodile statue. It was not. The crocodile, not believing its luck, immediately tried to eat Nehemias and started with his arm. Here's a quick video. It's not that gruesome. He gets away. So this is him like he's already being bitten and he gets away. Here it is.
Fast crocodile. Nagdugo na siya tabang.
He gets up. Look at his arm.
Oh, now he's just dripping blood everywhere.
Yeah, his arm's shattered. It's pretty much the
idiot.
It's pretty much the gist.
He made it 68 years, that guy.
Yeah,
Surprising.
Well, he had never been to that exhibit.
No, he hadn't. So he ended up getting away somehow. The crocodile released its grip. He had several fractured bones in the arm, obviously 8 deep puncture wounds in his arm, and when he showed up to the hospital for his emergency surgery, they removed a 3-inch crocodile fang from his arm that was still stuck in it. So
does he get to keep that though for a necklace?
For sure, he gets to keep that. His daughter claims that there were no signs saying don't go into the crocodile's personal pool, and if there were, her very smart father would not have gone in. To her point, I guess, though, the Amaya View amusement park has agreed to pay for all of Nehemias's medical bills, which is nice.
That's an admission.
It kind of is, but they also released a statement being like, "We are not negligent, and don't say anything on the internet that we are." They're like threatening to sue. Yeah, okay,
they better hope they have that sign somewhere.
Yeah. Well, here's I guess what confused the moron. See, there's a picture. See the turtle here? It is a statue. So he thought because there was a statue of a turtle that the giant crocodile, which was completely different colored, was
and also inside the pool.
Inside the pool, yeah.
Right. The turtle is a piece of the rim of the pool.
Yes. So
we've all seen pretty lifelike fake alligators, right? I mean, they make them pretty good.
But he thought it was a statue. He thought it was emotionless because the crocodile was like taking a nap.
Oh yeah,
and then
the whole pool was a statue.
He got in the pool and the crocodile was like, "Are you serious right now?" Yeah. Just ate Nehemias's arm. Okay. And finally, we are headed to our neighbors to the north, who are going through a tragedy that makes a crocodile attack look like a walk in the park.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
They got the Omicron up there.
They do. This is way worse. Way worse than crocodiles, way worse than COVID. Supply chain issues are hitting all over the globe. Combine that with a short, warm spring this year in Canada, and you have perhaps the greatest crisis I've ever heard of. Canada has an extreme shortage of maple syrup. Did you hear me?
No.
Did you hear me? It's like if Italy didn't have pasta and cigarettes.
Right. They run on maple syrup up
Yeah,
there.
it's ridiculous. It's a fucking nightmare. This is worse than the great maple syrup heist in Quebec in 2012, where several sticky bandits made off with $19 million in Canada's most valuable resource.
Ugh.
This is worse than that. There is a silver lining, though. Canada knows it cannot go without maple syrup. Society would collapse. It would turn into a post-apocalyptic zombie war zone over there. So Canada, knowing that, what they did was very smart. Is they set up this Canadian group called the Quebec Maple Syrup Producers. And Quebec's where 70% of the world's maple syrup is produced. And that company set up a vast emergency reserve of maple syrup for situations just like this. And the shortage is so smart. The shortage is so bad that Quebec Maple Syrup is releasing 50 million pounds of reserve maple syrup to get the country by, which is nearly half of their total supply. So it did really crack a dent.
Whoa, half.
Half.
I guess it keeps, right?
I guess so.
Do you think the reserve syrup
just
is
shitty maple syrup?
You think it's even better than the fresh syrup, or you think
I was thinking like aged,
like Scotch?
Yeah. It's like a fine, because I hear that the barrels of oil that they released out of the oil reserve for the US, it's not as good. It's like the oil's like kind of shitty after it sits that long.
That's what Pat was saying.
What do you think about maple syrup?
I don't know. I mean, I would assume that they know what they're doing in Canada with the maple syrup, and if they're releasing it, that it's pretty good. You know.
I hope so. I hope so. I can't imagine all these flapjacks going unsyruped.
And look, when they released it, the celebration was on. Quote here from the Quebec Maple Syrup Producers Communications Director and total hero, Helene Normandin. She said, "That's why the reserve was made, to never miss maple syrup, and we won't miss maple syrup this year." Boom. So hopefully spring's a little longer the next few years because they have half the reserve gone. But, you know, hey, at least they have maple syrup. That's good, because no maple syrup in Canada is like no Botox in America. You can't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Good point.
It's a good point. All right, let me ask you
this weekend. They were delicious.
And we get all of our maple syrup from Canada, so we need this to continue. So, all right.
You get some of it from Maine.
A little bit, but most of it's
the best of it from Maine, actually.
I agree with you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Take that, Quebec, and your stupid reserve for syrup. Let me ask you a question. Are you guys getting enough? I don't think so, right? I bet you'd love to get more. If you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about cheeks, ass, hand jobs, blow jobs, whatever you want to.
Yeah.
Stuff, good stuff, fun stuff, under the sheet stuff. Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more, okay? Which is pretty effing nice, if you ask me. With 50% off just about any item on the store, plus free shipping on your entire order. So that's pretty good. They're just basically, you want them to come over and fuck you themselves, you know? So what do you have to do to get your 50% off one item and free shipping? It's not that hard. All you have to do is go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy or anything you desire. I mean, they have everything you could ever imagine you'd want in the bedroom, and then tons of things you've probably never even heard of. They got solo stuff, they got partner stuff, they got rubs, oils, gadgets, widgets, jigbadoos, and of course the Liberator. And look, we've all heard about the supply chain issues. I just talked about it recently. And delivery issues they're all over the news. I mean, Canada's running out of maple syrup. So what you need to do if you want to have a sexy Christmas, sexy holiday season is get on there and order it now. Get on the Adam and Eve and order it now. And look, you get just enter code HARDFACTOR at checkout and you'll get 50% off almost any item on the entire website. Go check out AdamandEve.com today, select one item, and get 50% off, including free shipping, when you enter code HARDFACTOR. That's HARDFACTOR at AdamandEve.com.
Hell yeah. Hey, while we're on the subject of getting some, when the moment for intimacy arrives, you got to be ready. I'm talking about Roman ready. Whether you've been in a relationship for years or you're just getting started, having the confidence that comes with and from preparation means that you're free to enjoy the moment when the moment comes, if you know what I'm saying. Even though you're far from ordinary, the truth is that ED is really common. I'm talking about erectile dysfunction, gentlemen. In fact, 52% of guys age 40 to 70 experience some form of ED.
It's a majority.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, and you can imagine some guys aren't reporting it, so it's probably higher than that.
Yeah.
But Roman can take care of that. Go to GetRoman.com/hardfactor now to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction. And you get $15 off your first month of treatment. It's pretty easy, right? ED is more common than most people think, right?
Yes.
So if you're worried and you think, man, maybe it's not working as good as it should, bam, getroma.com/hard factor, dial up some ED med.
Get some extra artillery in the cannon.
ED might as well stand for every dick.
That's what I'm talking about. It's completely confidential, totally discreet. There's no big logos or labels on the packages, and you get a free online evaluation for ongoing care, right? It's pretty easy. Also, there's some other cool stuff at Roman, like their wipes. And let's be honest, guys, everyone needs one of these wipes. If you're like me, sometimes you prematurely ejaculate. I'm going to say it.
Sometimes?
I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
Oftentimes, you know.
I'm going to say it.
Hey, premature is to the eye of the, yes, oftentimes.
To the me. And I'll also tell you,
say if you're earlier on time, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Haven't been drinking much at all. So that six beer buffer that I used to be working with that used to buy me a lot of time doesn't exist no more for me.
No,
so I'm getting older. So these wipes, they're a godsend. It's like having 6 beers, right? But no hangover, if you know what I'm saying. Except
no calories.
Get in there.
Pleasurable sex. That's getroom.com/hard.
Burning calories.
Yeah.
$15 off your first month of ED treatment. Just go check it out. Go to getroman.com/hard factor. Okay. Let's wrap it up, boys. End of the show. Got a couple good ones from the state of Georgia, the dirty South. So let's start first. And let me say that if you've ever breastfed or your partner has breastfed, you know that sometimes getting a baby to latch to the breast can be quite a challenge, right?
Yes.
Especially
what does that mean? Just its mouth is just stuck to the tit?
Yeah. So
sealed.
Sealed.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want a deep latch, right? You want it to get really, really deep on that nipple, and you want it to stay there. Because a lot of times it's like, it's a fucking baby. It doesn't know anything. So it's like, yeah. And then it just ends up chewing on the nipple. It's pain in the ass. Everyone's frustrated. It's especially hard to get a latch if there's a bunch of distractions around. Like, I don't know. Maybe you're on an airplane over a mile up in the air. Good luck getting your baby to latch then. Now, Kate and I flew over the weekend, as we talked about at the top of the show, with our little guy. But luckily, we didn't have to breastfeed him during the process. We took a bottle. And it worked. So a woman on Delta Airlines, who was flying between New York and Atlanta, which now that I think about it is the same flight that I was on over the weekend, had some serious trouble getting her baby to latch. And to add to that, it seemed that neither the passengers nor the employees, had read Delta's airlines policies on breastfeeding, because during the flight, when she took out her breast to feed, people started staring and complaining, and the airline staff had to tell the woman to put her teat away, going as far as to send a message on the airline's emergency messaging service to arrange for security to meet this woman at the gate when they landed. So,
she's the woman with the tit out.
Yeah, she won't put it away. Here's exactly how
on this plane.
Here's exactly what the message read, guys. So the message read, quote, and these are abbreviated a little bit. Requesting red coat to meet AC. Passenger in 13A is breastfeeding a cat.
What?
And will not put cat back in its carrier when requested.
So it was a cat, not a baby.
Wait, is that as in the human?
Baby.
The human was breastfeeding the cat, or the cat was breastfeeding another cat?
Yeah. Guys, Delta describes members of the team, the Red Coat team, as elite airport customer service experts. So that's who I guess was going to meet her at the gate. And I want to point out, there's no laws that prohibit mothers from breastfeeding their human babies during flight. Delta policy also allows breastfeeding during flight. So I don't know what's going on here.
But you read the message. You said it was a cat.
No, yeah, people weren't happy.
Well, you can't. Can you it's almost bestiality, right? I mean, like, you can't. There's a lot of problems with that, right? You can't just shove your tit in a cat's mouth.
This would be a good training exercise. Like if it wasn't an actual story, like you're like, oh, let's run through some weird scenarios that might happen on a plane. You just have an employee pretending to be a passenger breastfeeding a cat.
You'd never come up with that.
You never come up with that.
No, you wouldn't. Did they have any videos or pictures, Pat?
So they don't, Will, but there was a video, a TikTok, that's since been deleted from a flight attendant, Ainsley Elizabeth, who I guess was on this plane. But yeah, her account's gone at Ainsley the Aviator. But I'll tell you what she said in just a second.
Delta nuked it, huh?
I do want to point out, guys, that the real reason that she got in trouble, this lady, is because Delta has a policy that allows cats to travel on flights, but animals are required to remain inside the kennel with the door secures. So that's really
she's showing off is what she's doing.
Yeah. Well, the cat was very upset.
You think she's proud of that, Wes?
Showing off to who, Wes?
Are you kidding me? She's so proud of the fact that she fucking breastfeeds her cat. She loves it.
That's not something you want to show off. I don't think.
No. She purposely showed off that she breastfeeds her cat.
Well, she showed off the crazy.
Yeah.
Here's what Ainsley said. Ainsley said,
crazy people do.
This woman had one of those like hairless cats swaddled up in a blanket, so it looked like her baby. So her shirt was up, and she was attempting to clasp the cat, but she refused to return the cat to the container. The cat, on the other hand, was like wailing for its life. And then
it's like a devil baby, like a wrinkly, hairless, wrinkly, and hissing.
Yeah. Oh my
God. What a horror scene!
Pure insanity.
That's. I'm getting off that plane.
I rode in front of a kid who was screaming the entire time from Nevada to Texas on the way down for Thanksgiving, and I thought that was bad. But this, I mean, could you imagine? Not a real baby, but a fucking hairless cat.
Yeah, have you guys seen hairless cats? They're so gross looking.
Yeah, they look like the devil created them.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's take it to the internet real quick, guys. At Sue Auntie says, cats really don't have lips. Their face just sort of ends and their mouth starts.
Yeah.
How would breastfeeding a cat work? Like, there must have been some really weirdly shaped nipples on show.
Long,
just saying.
sharp nipples.
They also have fangs, like canine teeth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a snout.
Pat, how'd the little guy do on the flight on a scale of 1 to 10 as far as like just annoying the fuck out of everyone else? Like
he was a 1. Or a 10. He was the best possible.
Oh, nice.
The best.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
He was a pro, which is what you'd expect from my son.
Did you notify the airlines that you had a baby?
No, we didn't go on the flight because I didn't know you had to book an infant ticket. So
yeah, you gotta tell them there's an infant coming.
But they also don't
just
require...
thought you could show up with a carry-on baby.
Sort of documentation.
No, yeah, they don't. But when you get there, you're supposed to have a copy of the birth certificate and everything.
It's called a
Not
lap
if you're
child.
sub 18 months.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure.
No, you could check the FAA regulations, dog.
Well, like, yeah, no, you're supposed to like let them know that you're bringing it.
That might be true.
Then you should sue them. Then if they didn't
We're
want
still
you.
working on that with friends over at Allegiant. Guys, Georgia webcam model Lauren Hunter Damon. She's used to accidental discharges. I mean, she's 27 and she wouldn't be very good at her job if spray from a quote weapon was something that she didn't encounter often. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Webcam model. So back on November 9th, while Lauren was in the bedroom of her Georgia trailer, being a little dirty little cam girl, there was an explosion of the sort that she wasn't exactly used to. So
wow.
According to Lauren's neighbor, Jordan Allen, he had gladly lent Lauren his 9mm handgun when she told him that she needed a firearm for work. But when he heard the gun go off, he ran over to her trailer to find that Lauren had accidentally shot herself in the vagina. Yeah, no.
That's a kink.
I don't know much about vaginas other than, much like firearms, they're to be respected, and also that they're all different. And I personally haven't seen Lauren's work, so I don't know if she had like a short vagina or a really long one, but I hope it's the latter, and the bullet kind of gently was absorbed by the vagina like a baseball hitting a vinyl backstop in a batting cage. You know what I mean? Like
a
just
ricochet.
Good. That's a good image.
Yeah, right? Luckily, guys, we have exclusive audio.
No.
Yep. So the video didn't come through, but we were able to get the audio, and I'm warning you guys, it's graphic. So
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, Daddy. Ooh, look, Daddy, you loaded, Daddy?
Oh, yeah.
You loaded like this gun?
Yeah.
You ready to pop, Daddy?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready to pop off? Just like this 9mm handgun?
Oh, yeah.
You ready to tear it up, Daddy? You gonna tear it up like a bullet would just tear it
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Ooh, are you hairpin? You got a hairpin trigger,
yeah.
Daddy? Ooh, are you ready to pop? You
Yeah.
ready to pop, pop? Are you ready to pop, pop, pop? No!
You okay?
He came.
You should call someone. I gotta go.
That's good for the guy.
You're ready to pop.
What do you got there?
That's crazy.
It's can't believe we got that audio.
Wild audio.
Lucky. That was lucky. We do the good journalism here at Hard Factor. We get our hands on stuff.
Yeah, she was airlifted to the
airlifted.
Oh God. She works for Chatterbait.
Uh-huh. Yeah, sure.
Right. It's unclear why she was using the gun for work or whether she was recording live when the firearm was discharged. But it comes as police said her account of the shooting changed several times, including claims that she had been engaged in consensual sex with Mr. Allen and the gun when it was fired. So something else was going on over there.
No, people with the kink, like this happened on The Sopranos. Also, we won't name names, but we know someone that this happened to. Some of the kink is during pre-sex, people will shove a gun in the woman's vagina as a show of dominance. It was displayed on the television show The Sopranos.
Yeah, I think we pretty much just heard that.
Yeah.
No, we heard it firsthand too from someone.
Well, we just heard the exclusive audio. Pretty much that though.
Yeah, but that's what it is. They exactly.
No, people got that kink.
That's a kink that exists.
Bigger than you think.
Yeah, it's a kink out there for the gun.
More than just her. But I mean, that was a great rendition of it. I mean, the great representation.
Yeah, I had to dig deep for that one, guys. All right, daddies, we're gonna talk to you later. It's the end of the show, so
pop off.
Always use a safety if possible, or an unloaded weapon. Especially if you're doing it over the webcam, they won't know any different.
You know what? Or how about this? Just keep firearms away from your vagina altogether.
What about using the finger guns? Finger gun, like,
too. Just leave it away.
Finger. Yeah, it's like a 9mm.
Don't got to shoot yourself in the genitals at all.
Yeah, and stop breastfeeding in public. I hate when I walk into a room and some lady's breastfeeding. It makes me feel like a pervert.
And cat lady.
Breastfeed wherever you want, man.
Cat lady. We got to get the cat lady on.
Natural, dog. You got to feed those children.
Make me feel like a pervert. Why don't you? Jesus. My eyes just go right to the breast.
What do you want me to look at something else?
Yeah, what do you expect me to look at now, huh?
Do you put your mouth on the tit? I don't understand what's wrong with.
No, I'm joking, but it does make me feel very awkward if I walk around a corner and there's a woman just breastfeeding and I'm just staring at her boob and then I feel like a pervert, but that's no fault of my own, of course. And then
of course,
she did that to you.
She did it to me.
What are you supposed to look at?
Yeah, they're supposed to cover a little bit, right? They've got these things now you can put over.
I think it's respectable
the baby.
To give a half-second look and then look her in the eyes and give a nod, like you're a good mom.
Tell her no thanks. You're full.
Yeah.
Cheers.
No thanks.
You give her a cheers. Way to go. Hey,
looking healthy
this is
over
to
there.
you.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I know you guys can breastfeed wherever you want, but
yeah, sweet tits, lady.
Yeah.
Look at them go. Wow.
Lucky kid.
That's the end of the show.